Whoa, here we go. We're on the bike today. Check it out. Had to take out the bike because my car is at the garage today getting fixed up. So I've used my bike to go for a ride to a meeting. Let me just put this down. But hey, I wanted to just talk to you about a couple of thoughts that I've had today that I think might be helpful for you. So in my life at the moment, I'm feeling a little bit like I got a bit going on at the moment, right? A few things on my mind, a little bit of stress and things like that. I'm 34, got a few sort of things on my mind, and sometimes I think it's beneficial to get a reminder that you can be your own hero. You know, we don't have to wallow away being the weak version of ourselves, because it's easy to do that. It's easy to look around you and go, oh, these things about my life suck. I don't like where I'm living. I don't like who I'm living with. I don't like, the revenue I made last month. I should be married. You know, you can have lots of different things on your mind, and it's easy to focus on these things and let yourself feel defeated. But you can be your own hero. Look, here's the thing. Every day is very, very valuable. You know, when you're in business, when you run a business, every day is very, very valuable because you've got overheads. You've got you might have staff. Right now I don't have very big overheads, only like $3,500 a month, right? I got an editor, and I got like Facebook ads, a few overheads like that. Oh, and obviously my own living costs on top, whatever. But every day is very valuable in a monetary way as well. And so we need to leverage every day and make the most of every day and make every day count and make it valuable, because wasting a day is literally costing you money and it's costing you potential. So when we wallow away and we feel down about things and all of that, our energy goes down, we become less productive, we get less done, and we can think, oh, it's just a day, we all have a bad day. Okay, yes, we do have a bad day. But do remember that bad day is costing you, and you're accountable to you, and every day compounds. So you might have a really good month, but it might not be because of what you did that month. It could be because of what you did several months ago, in the past, and now you're reaping the rewards for it. Like at the moment I got about 40 or 50 grand worth of invoices due, but that's not because of what I did this month. It's because of what I did over the last couple of months. So, it's because I was working on days where I didn't feel like working or whatever, I was being productive. So that's the thing, is make the days count. And this is a message not just for you. This is for me. I've felt lately like I could be putting in a bit more work and just taking control of my mindset. And I'm saying this for you too, because if I experience this, then I'm sure other people are as well. So I just want to encourage you to remember to show up, and remember, you can be your own hero. You can wake yourself up. You can get out of it, because at the end of the day, people aren't really interested in your excuses. They're interested in your results. I just had a meeting just before this with a guy, and it wasn't necessarily like on the surface level, it wasn't meant to be like a business meeting, but every meeting's a business meeting, really. And I think when you meet with someone, be careful about like how much you share with them. You got to read the room. You don't want to go telling a stranger too much about your problems, because they're going to paint a picture in their mind about like who you are, what you're about, and that picture is going to determine whether they're going to connect you with valuable people, whether they're going to send you business your way, all that kind of stuff. So I think it is important to read the room, and if there's things that you want to share with people, make sure that they're people that know you, that value you, that you can trust, and don't be unprofessional in business meetings and say too much. In that meeting, I don't think I said too much, but I kind of like got to about the line, and I thought, oh, actually I should be careful not to say too much here, because we've got to keep things professional in professional settings. So anyway, just had a bit of a wake-up call to myself, that I can be my own hero. You know, I do believe in God, and you know, I do ask for strength, but also having things hard in your life is what makes you stronger. Everyone uses the gym analogy. You know, you got to lift heavy weights, you got to put yourself under pressure so that you can grow the muscle. That's what you got to do. So let's do that. So if you are feeling stuck in your life, talk to people you trust, but also don't let those negative thoughts get you down too much. Okay, remember great times where you have done well in your life. Remember times where you've succeeded, and look to that, not just the negative things in your life. You know, like I can look back at my life and I can remember all the amazing things that I've done, but you know, I might have had a couple of tough days, say this week, where I was feeling really down and like really deflated. And it's easy in those times to kind of forget what you are capable of. You are capable of incredible things, like amazing things. If you just look back at your life and think about moments that you're proud of, like I've done things I'm really proud of. Obviously I've done the whole TV thing, I've started my company, you know, I've done hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue. You know, like literally 5 years ago I had got to the point where I was taking money out of my piggy bank, which was like coins. You know, that's bad, right? And then, you know, since then I've gone on to buy property and travel around the world and do all sorts of things. And, you know, every day's day one though. You know, money can go up and down. But I believe that if you can keep yourself in a good mindset, then you're going to see opportunities and you're going to make things happen. So it's really key. All right. So just remember that. Like if you're feeling hopeless, you can come out of this. Do something. Go for a bike ride or get the blood up. Get around good people and stay tough. You can be your own hero. You can grow and your life will get better. You can totally change things. And even if they're brilliant right now, that's awesome. I'm super happy for you. They can get even better than that. There you go. All right, have a wonderful day. Just wanted to get this rant off my chest while I was feeling inspired. So let's go onwards and upwards and live a beautiful life. Let's make it happen.